recording.
So now I'm going down, I'm in Mill Cove, going down the Shore Road. And this is kind of some of the haunts where I grew up. Heated handles are on, burning my hands. I have a lot of relatives that live in this area. This would be kind of on the southwestern side of St. Margaret's Bay. Used to be an old pond right down in there. Growing up, we would play hockey there with our cousins that lived up here. My blinker on there for a bit. You can see way over there, that's Shutton Island. Out on the other end, as I've said many times, that's Peggy's Cove. Got the traction control off on the bike, so it gives me better control. Traction control is for the roads, you know, when it's wet, things like that. You don't want it interfering with you when you want to do your dirt stuff. You kind of want to feel that rear tire to do what you want it to do. I've got to come up with a way to shut the ABS off on this bike. There is a wire that comes off the module that's split in two, and what I found out is you can put a switch on your handlebar and run that wire up to one side and off, and when you power it, your ABS is on, you know, for your where you want it on the roads, so you don't lock your brakes up. But when you want it off, when you're coming downhill, and I've experienced this, and you're just lightly using the rear brake, but you want more of your front brake. I mean, that's where the two big rotors are on the front, and that's where 70% of your brake power is. You know, when you hit the brakes, your bike leans forward. You're coming downhill off-road, you sit back on your bike and just two-finger feather that front brake, maybe drag the rear a bit. But what happens if you got your ABS and you go to use any brake, it equally sends that out to both brakes so they don't lock up, and you lose absolute control. And you go down the hill out of control, and I've had it happen, and it is not fun. So I don't care what anybody says. I take the direction of the best instructors that I follow. You know, in North America, we've traveled all over, dirt and adventure. ABS comes off on the dirt road. Traction control comes off on the dirt road. Point. I like the way it swirls around there. I mean, I only have those kind of worn out tires on, but I know enough that when the arse end starts kicking out, leave it alone. The tires act as a gyro. As long as there's power to that rear wheel, and you don't put any weight on the front handlebars, that rear wheel will push its way through to straighten the bike out. It just wants to naturally do it, and you just leave it alone. Kind of a good feeling once you know that that's how it's supposed to work. I've said it before, adventure bike riding is so much different than cruiser riding, and dirt even more, and enduro even more. They both got two wheels and handlebars, and You sit on the bike and you look forward. Sometimes that's kind of where similarities end. Okay, just hold. Shut off here till we get down the road.